But we're going to start with Liverpool, with a disappointing Premier League campaign. How important is this Champions League to Arne Slot's future? Liverpool head into tonight's second leg against Galatasaray, 1-0 down. And this game follows that Sunday 1-1 draw against Spurs, when actually Liverpool were booed off.
What of course makes it difficult is we've played them already twice and we lost twice against them. The good thing is that now for the first time we play at home and we have the support of our fans. What I liked after we conceded the 1-1, I think the players showed immediately the commitment they have. So that tells you that they are willing to fight, as they've done this whole season and as long as I'm here. Our players will show that mentality again, and I'm 100% sure that our fans will be like they always are, especially on European nights.
Well, Jamie, you were probably jumping around and delighted with that late goal for Spurs.
Yeah.
The Liverpool fans less so. They've been a bit critical, haven't they, of Liverpool recently and Arne Slot. So how important is tonight's game as far as Slot's future is concerned?
Yeah, it's massive. He can't afford to lose this game. This is a huge game for Arne Slot. They have to put in a performance. Obviously, the game against Spurs at the weekend was really, really poor showing. They were so flat, pragmatic in the way they played. They're so slow in their build-up. Spurs weren't great. Really, our Spurs are there for the taking. Everyone can see that right now. And we were a bit better than usual, but Liverpool really was so poor. So this game tonight is a massive, massive game. He cannot lose this game.
Could he go if he doesn't win it?
Yeah. I think he could. I think, when you look at Liverpool this season, you can't keep looking back on the fact that he won the Premier League. OK, he won the Premier League. Amazing. Well done. This season, they've been terrible. They spent a lot of money and the team has gone backwards. Really backwards, though. The style of football is so pragmatic. It's so slow. And, everyone's used to rock and roll football under Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp, and that was a DNA that they instilled over 5 or 6 seasons. And it feels like it's been sucked out of them. Yeah. And it really feels like now that this team is just not what the fans want. This team and the way they play is not what Liverpool fans want. And I don't know why I know the manager comes in and he wants to implement his style, but that style worked for Liverpool.
They spent a lot of money, didn't they, as
well? Spent so much money.
A lot of fans questioning some of the signings.
Well, they spent a lot of money, but they needed to. Players left, Trent left, obviously Diego Jota, the terrible thing that happened there. So they had to rebuild in a certain way. But the players haven't really clicked. Isak been a bit of a disaster for this season. He will come good. So, look, they've got some brilliant players, but they haven't played as well as they should have this season. Tonight, if they get beat, I would sack Arne Slot.
Right. Big shout. Well, listen, that's one of you guys to get in touch at home. Don't forget, send us your voice notes, send us your videos. Liverpool fan Jamie saying if they lose tonight, Arne Slot should get the sack. Do you agree? Goodness me, it's not long ago they won the Premier League title, is it? Well, look, Sky Sports, meanwhile, have partnered with Finalysis to discover true fan opinion. You can have your say on your club right now. Just download the Finalysis app, scan that QR code, and, this is basically how it works. Let's have a look. Well, actually, no, we're not going to show you that. If you want to know how it works, download it. That's probably the best way, isn't it? Across live to Liverpool fan Montel Bowen, who's with us. Montel, thanks for coming on, mate. Jamie's saying now, if you don't win tonight, Slot should go. Do you agree?
Yeah, should have gone 4 or 5 months ago. So, yeah, he's spot on there, but better late than never, that's what I would say.
4 or 5 months ago.
Montel, look, I'm going to just tee you up here, Pete. Montel's not a fan of Arne Slot.
Yeah, I can tell.
He's not a fan.
4 or 5 minutes. Can I I've just been speaking to an Arsenal fan, but backstage here, right? And talking about how he's so happy, right? He's so happy. He's like, we're going to win the league. And I said, be careful, mate. Enjoy this now because it doesn't last long. Newcastle won the Carabao Cup a year ago. It was the best day of my life. A year to yesterday. Now, it's like, it feels so long ago. Liverpool, you guys won the league just like last season. And all of a sudden, that doesn't... the joy is... I can see it's been sucked out of you, mate. I mean, come on, you're not still living off the back of that Premier League title?
It doesn't even feel like we're champions. That is telling of how bad we've been. If we was 3rd place, maybe just outside the title race, maybe a couple of results, and you go, well, there's possibly a chance. I wouldn't be sitting there saying I want the manager gone. Like, you're 3rd place, and things are still possible, and the style of play is still improving. If there was a gradual improvement of style of play from when I wanted the manager out, I'm not afraid to change my mind, because upon new evidence, you're allowed to do that. Whether people want to brand it a flip-flop or not, you're allowed to change your mind on new evidence, especially over time. But it's got worse.
What do you think the split is between fans that would like Slot to stay and fans that want him gone? Is it about 50-50 or?
Do you know what? I'd say it's about 70-30 now, because even the the weekly match going fans, they're the ones booing. Now you could hear the boos the other day outside, just after the Spurs game. And as I said, me and Jamie was on the previous show, I believe it was last week, and I'm basically like a repeat. I'm just like a broken record, basically, because all we're seeing is the same attacking patterns, and we've gone and drawn against a Spurs team, their C team, and the worst Spurs team, C team, with 14. It's embarrassing.
We've seen time and time again, then, Montel, to be fair to Arne Slot, he's won the league in his first season. Everyone thought Liverpool were going to struggle when Klopp left. He came in and won the league. We've seen time and time again. We've seen it with Arteta this season. If you stick with your manager, give them a bit more time, you know, that they can turn it around. And Arsenal are now reaping the rewards of sticking with Arteta through some pretty tough times. A lot of people are calling for a second. We had Arsenal fans like yourself coming on saying he's got to go. They're stuck with him. Now they're on for the quadruple this season. You know, there's a lot to be said. I mean, famously, Sir Alex Ferguson nearly got sacked, didn't he, for Manchester United? And look, we went on and won however many, titles. So surely there's an argument to just give him a bit more time. He won the league last season.
Are you telling me you'd like me to wait 7 years for a trophy? Is that what you're
Mate, I'm 43 years old and I'm married, so you should be all right.
All I heard is that, are you willing to come second X amount of times, fifth and eighth, and then win a trophy when everyone else is rubbish? Is that what you're...
Well, you should be used to it, mate. I mean, how long did you wait to win the league before Klopp won it?
I agree.
And now Slot's won it, and you know you've had Champions League titles as well. I think it's 6 times you've won the champ. I mean, there has been trophies, but you did have to wait a long time.
Went 20 years. They went 20 years without a Champions League or Premier League, won 4 FA Cups in 20 years. They had no choice. They can't talk to anyone. Even Spurs won a trophy last year. They can speak to anyone. So, we're coming from, and yes, we've won the league, and no, I want to start straight away. For me, again, it's style of play. It's losing the changing room. You've lost the fans. You're giving. We're a charity club right now. We're giving everyone points. As I said, the worst Tottenham side, Nottingham Forest, PSV at home. Anfield is no longer a fortress. None of the promoted sides breaking records all over the gaff. Like giving Manchester United a win at Anfield. We didn't even beat Amarim. Did you know that? Did you know we never beat Amarim? We didn't even beat Amarim.
Montel, you're sitting here, right, between a Newcastle fan and a Spurs fan, and you're so angry about... I mean, it's just like...
Yeah, but they are in a position... Liverpool have got to be better.
450 million.
They've got to be better. It's just not good enough from Liverpool. It's not.
Yeah.
Okay, do you guys fear Liverpool... When you watch us play, do you go, oh, my gosh, we could be in for... You know, we could be in for a real rout here. This could be a real bad one.
I think Liverpool have been a bit unlucky in that some of the players that have been so important for you, Mohamed Salah's, your Virgil van Dijk's and so on, have just through natural getting a bit older, have maybe fallen off a little bit this season. But, I mean, it's just another summer. It's just another summer to repair a few wounds, isn't it?
Oh, so he makes us worse and we give him more money. Okay. So this is where we have the problem. Because, again, Salah gets a year older, but he takes away Salah's runners. Virgil van Dijk gets a year older. He tells Gravenberch to push forward in the midfield. I'm pretty sure, as I said, Jamie, you've been in the game. When footballers get older, they need more protection or runners around them to compensate for maybe the lack of physicality they lose. That's how I thought it would work. You know, if you want to keep your world-class players who are starting to age and you want to slowly phase out the club, but he's just kind of left them out to dry. Have they been good enough at the same time? No. Do they deserve their criticism? Yes. But it is ultimately down to the manager, and so many players aren't performing coherently. So
I'm pleased we got Montel on today when Liverpool, as things stand right now, are still in the Champions League, by the way, 5th in the Premier League, in the FA Cup as well, and I'm astonished at how anti-Slot you are, because I thought what he did last season was incredible. You've got to buy... Jamie, what do you think? He's got to buy you a bit of...
No, listen, they can still have a successful season here. Montel, obviously, is, against Slot, and You know, I don't think they've been good enough, and I think Slot, isn't probably going to be the future manager that takes Liverpool back to winning Premier League titles. I don't think it's going to be him. He's done an incredible job last season, but that's in the past. Clubs move on, games moved on, everyone moves on, right? Well done, you won it. But Liverpool can still have a successful season. I think they win tonight. I think they go through, and I think they get Champions League football. Does that keep Arne Slot in the job? I don't know.
Montel, can I ask you a serious question? Because we're chatting to you now. You're clearly massively against Arne Slot. Is there a little part of you that would take a defeat tonight?
No.
So
See, I don't.
You want them to win, and that's going to keep Arne in the job.
Because but I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm Liverpool FC. I'm not Slot FC. I want what's best for the club.
Yeah.
And I believe what's best for the club is for him to not be there in the long term. As I said, even if there is partial success this season in terms of, I guess if you call partial success, qualifying for the Champions League and whatnot, the long-term effects that he's having in this team, the players don't seem like they are completely down for the manager. The fans management doesn't look great. All of these things are long-term effects. So even down the line, it won't get better. And if it gets better for a little bit, I see it getting worse long term.
One word, Montel. Will you win tonight? Final word. Will you win tonight?
I hope so. I'd like to think so. You see the confidence?
Yeah, no confidence. It's been drained out of you. It must be awful being Premier League champions. Montel, it's been a great time speaking to you, mate. And try and find a smile, I guess, between now and the end of the season. But the club, you know, you are the champions at the moment. Speak to you soon.